Hi, and welcome to my December review. December is a very different month. There is quite a few squares and oppositions, so it's a more challenging month, but it's also a month of growth where you can get a lot achieved and you can prepare yourself ready for January, because January is going to be a very positive month, because we'll have all planets going direct in January, and we'll have other big events which I'll tell you about in my next review. But for now, let's concentrate on December, and we start the month with a nice aspect between Venus and Saturn. Now this will allow you to link in with the Saturn Mars aspect, which we spoke about at the end of last month. And you have Mars retrograde in your third house. So Venus and Saturn will point you in the right direction and tell you what responsibilities and duties you need to regard in third house, which is communication. It's about developing your mind and learning new things. So you'll get an insight on what you can do to achieve this. And you must do this because Mars is retrograde without resentment or any anger or upset. This has got to be done. So get these tasks finished and all will be well. Now the only other thing you need to be aware of is that Mercury is making a square to Neptune, so you need to be clear in your conversations, clear in your communications, and so that there's no misunderstandings. On the second, we have one of those oppositions. This is an opposition between Pluto, the god of the underworld, and the black moon Lilith, who's the shadow side of things. Now, this can mean serious time for long-term relationships. There could be challenges ahead. This aspect lasts for 24 days. And if there's anything weak or false within your relationship, this could be destroyed by these two and would need to be replaced. Now, some relationships may not weather this storm, but if you're in a good relationship, it could be heightened and harmonized by this aspect. Also, you need to show respect with this aspect, respect for one another, and also to honour the higher values within a relationship. Then on the third, we have Sun making a positive aspect to Chiron. And this is a good opportunity to heal any of the issues that come up within this opposition. Now, the opposition occurs between your 4th and 10th house, so this could bring the family arena and the work arena into here. There may be some balancing and some issues that need to be sorted out within these two areas. Neptune is in focus between the 4th and the 6th, and actually moves direct on the 5th. Now this is good news, because if you've been able to work with Neptune and integrate the spiritual side into your daily life, then you're really going to reap the benefit now. On the 4th, Venus makes an aspect, so this will heighten creativity, and on the 6th there may be some misunderstandings because Mercury makes the same square. Then on the 8th we have our full moon. This full moon is in Gemini. This is your 3rd house. So this is a time now to get those tasks done. But also with the full moon in Gemini, it's time to look at things in a different way, treat things differently, and maybe inject some excitement into the boring, mundane things that you have to complete. We also have the Sun making opposition to Mars on this day, so just be careful that you stick to your guns and don't get pulled off course. You need to get these tasks completed now with the full moon in that 3rd house, and catch up on anything that's been hanging around. On the 12th we have a positive aspect between the Sun and Saturn. Now the Sun is in that 9th house. This is a great time to reach out and to maybe look at making connections with new people, because Saturn's in that 11th house. Also a good time to bring up some new hopes and dreams for the future. Now this is sandwiched by a square each side, and we did say we had a lot of squares this month. Now the first square is between Venus and Jupiter on the 9th, and this is quite a beneficial one, to be honest. This is probably the best square you could have, and with Venus in that 9th house, it's a great time to again learn something new, put your mind or your interest into something that is completely new. And then on the 14th we have the Sun making a square to Neptune. This one's not so good, because this one can give you depleted energy, your vitality might be gone, and it's a day when you may be best off trying to rest, because Neptune, don't forget, is in that 12th house of the unconscious, so you may not be aware of what's happening, but it certainly needs your attention. There is an interesting combination with Mercury on the 15th. Mercury makes a square to Chiron, but also makes a trine to the North Node and a sextile to the South Node, which is conjunct Cupido. Now, this scenario could bring someone from the past, a lover or someone who you've had close connections with from the past, suddenly back into your life. And this could make you a little bit shell-shocked or spellbound. And so you just need to be a little bit careful that you're not led in the wrong direction with this, because it's easy for you to be tempted at this time. Remember that with the connection to the North Node, the new and unfamiliar is the way forward, not the past and the familiar route. Then on the 17th, Mercury again makes another opposition, this time to Uranus. So this is going to be a day when you may need to change your plans very quickly. And then on the same day we have a longer aspect. This time it's an aspect between Mars and Chiron. This lasts for 7 days. This is excellent for recovering from an illness. We said earlier about the Neptune Sun square. This can cause a minor illness, so it's good. This is a great time to recover and use your vitality to overcome any illness, or also any wounds from the past that still haunt you. On the 19th, Venus makes the same combination that Mercury did on the 15th. This time your love life could be a source of pain or stress, and you need to sort things out. Also, again, remember, it could be someone who's come from the past, or you could have desires that come back from about someone from the past. This is quite a testing time, and you need to be strong. And on the 21st is help, because the Sun makes a square to Jupiter, and this is a time to shed the past and look forward to the future and start to create a future, a different future for yourself. This is also on the 21st, the winter solstice, when day and night are equal. So this is another festival day where again Jupiter in this position with the Sun can bring you added opportunity and a little bit more incentive to actually start making changes and do things. There will be no better time than the 23rd to set new things into motion and to set new intentions for the coming year. Don't wait until January, do it now on the 23rd, because we have a super new moon at 1 degree Capricorn. This gives it tremendous power. This is in your 10th house. This is the house of career and destiny. As well as the Sun and the Moon, we also have a stellium of planets. We have Venus, Mercury and Pluto, all in that 10th house in Capricorn. So for you, Aries, this is an amazing opportunity now to map out and to set the intentions for the coming year ahead, especially regarding your career and your destiny. This new moon effect will last for 2 weeks. So you've got time to think about things and plan and organise things. So make the most of this opportunity. The 23rd is also a pivotal day for you, Aries, because Chiron, who's in your sign at 11 degrees, moves direct. And this could have a fantastic impact on you. This could restore part of you that you maybe have felt missing or been separated from. This will bring the whole together, and this will help you to move forward as a whole person again. You may have been struggling over the past few months, but now things will start coming together. Also, if you have planets in the opposite sign, in Libra or in Cancer or Capricorn, any planets around 11 degrees, these will all be affected by this direct motion of Chiron. On the 29th, Mercury conjuncts with Venus, but goes retrograde on that day as well. So Mercury will cause a little bit of a communication problem within relationships with this aspect, but it's also going to be in the 10th house. So this is a time when Mercury goes retrograde in your 10th house that you need to look and deal with things regarding your career and your status. And things that you can put right now over the next 3 weeks will stand you in good stead going forward in the future. So it's not a time to avoid things, it's a time to clean up, so to speak, and polish your image so that going forward next year will be much more successful. And then we finish the month with Venus making a conjunction with Pluto. And when these two are together, there is also a magnificent intensity and desire within love. But this is also happening in your 10th house. So this could be a time when you get infatuated with someone you meet via your work. But it also could be a time, if you're in a relationship, that you intensify that relationship and you'll be able to get a lot more out of it with this extra passion and desire. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you haven't already, please subscribe and tune in next month for a very exciting January.